The 180-degree rule. The 180-degree rule is a film technique using continuity editing to help create a coherent narrative. It states that two characters in a scene should always have the same left-right relationship to each other. Using an establishing shot, a line called the axis can be drawn between two people. In this shot, we can see the axis between the two men. The camera must remain on the same side as the establishing shot, and it can move and rotate along 180 degrees of that line, but never cross over it. In this way, when moving the camera along the axis, there is a constant narrative of action, and both the men will remain on their own side of the screen. If the camera moves across the axis in the middle of a scene, the audience will become confused as the men will be placed on the same side of the screen. The 180-degree rule is also used to let the viewer understand the path in which a character is following. In this shot, we can see that the car is leaving the house and moving towards the left side of the screen. The line of axis is created along the path that the car is moving. For the sake of continuity, the camera remains on the same side of the axis so that we see the car moving in the same direction, even when the shot is changed. If the camera were to move to the other side of the axis, the car is seen moving towards the right side of the screen, as if it were returning to the house. Sometimes, the 180-degree rule is broken, but only for two reasons: to disorient the audience and when there is a purpose. We can see the line of axis drawn between the two men. According to the 180-degree rule, the camera should remain on the side of the line. But what happens when the shot shows the camera moving past the line? This is known as camera movement. In the following shot, we're going to see the camera moving behind the male characters to establish the crossing of the axis.
Back of my head! You son of a bitch. Again!
The second way is through the use of character movement. One of the characters will move from their side of the screen to the other, establishing the change in position and axis between the characters, as well as change in relationship.
Stop it right now! No! What are you doing?
Character movement.
You stop it right now, Damon! Stop it, Damon! You can't do this, Damon. It's crazy.
Character movement again.
No!
Using cutaways to change the axis has the biggest effect on the audience by disorienting them.
Cut away, bitch.
What?
God damn it.
Sam Peckinpah's 1973 The Getaway breaks the 180-degree rule to represent the changing relationship between Doc and Carol McCoy. By establishing the axis of Doc and Carol, the audience understands the relationship. However, the audience understands the change in their relationship once Doc moves from the right to the left side of the screen to meet up with Carol.
You're all right.
How did you get it back?
You're trying to get me back in Huntsville. You're going about it the right way.
Well, I just wouldn't worry about it, Doc, because I can always get you out, you know? I mean, I can screw every prison official in Texas if I want to.
Texas is a big state.
I can handle it.
Yeah, I'll bet you can.
By immediately crossing the axis without the use of a cutaway or on-screen movement, the audience is shown the disruption in the McCoys' relationship. One of the most well-known scenes for its use of the 180-degree rule is in Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. This scene involves a conversation between Gollum and Smeagol. Each character is represented using the 180-degree rule, so the two share the same body.
Yes. They stole it from us. Sneaky little hobbitses. Wicked, tricksy, false. No, master. Yes.
While Gollum takes up the right side of the screen and Smeagol takes up the left, there is little use of breaking the 180-degree rule.
You lie. Master's my friend. Where would you be without me? Ellen, Ellen, I saved us. Not anymore. What did you say?
However, once Gollum begins to stand up to Smeagol, the camera crosses more frequently and establishes the distinct change in their relationship.
Leave now and never come back!
By crossing the axis to show Gollum on the left side of the screen, which had previously belonged to Smeagol, we can establish the loss of the evil presence.
We told him to go away. And away he goes, precious. Gone, gone, gone! Smeagol is free!